Adelaide mother filmed threatening a student in a Year 8 classroom has broken her silence, revealing the heartbreaking reason she snapped.
She's apologised, but claims after years of relentless bullying at the school, the final straw came when her daughter was told to go hang herself.
They're the scenes that have shocked our state. A mother's wild tirade levelled at her daughter's Year 8 classmate. Tonight, the woman responsible is telling her side of the story.
I don't want my daughter to be another statistic. I don't want to have to bury my child.
She admits what she did was wrong, but says she simply snapped after watching her daughter fall victim to schoolyard bullies for years.
She was crying. She was devastated that this child had told her to go and hang herself.
She says that was the final straw, prompting her to track down the student in a classroom at St Paul's College, Gilles Plains.
I did everything in my power as a parent, and so did my husband, to make sure that our daughter was safe.
The Premier weighing in today, insisting there's no excuse for threatening a child.
What sort of society are we becoming where we think that there are circumstances where parents can threaten to slit the throat of a child?
The mother of 5, who's 20 weeks pregnant, claims despite numerous reports of bullying, she had no support from the school or police.
I have stated time and time again to the school, we are begging, we begged for help. We begged.
Following the classroom incident, the mother and her husband received an email from the deputy principal telling them that they have breached the parent code of conduct. They're being ordered to stay off school grounds while their daughter has been banned from attending, pending an investigation. The mum claims her angry outburst is out of character and she's apologised.
What everybody has seen of me is not who I am as a mother or as a person.
The schools refused to comment on her claims, saying only it's working with police. Hannah Ford, 7 News.
One part that you didn't see on there, and they may have cut it out, was that the mom told whoever she was yelling at, the bully, allegedly, was that she would X her throat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's a bit extreme.
But I will let you go first, and then I will go because I really want to know your honesty because you have 2 daughters.
Oh yeah,
so I want to know your opinion.
I'm pretty sure I've stressed this before. There's no level of violence that I'm not willing to go to for my children. So with that being said, I definitely think that this is a bit extreme, but I will say this, and this is something. And we talked about this before, right? Because I'm talking about how I'm a vengeful person. This is just on the topic of protecting your children, not necessarily this particular situation. But there is a fear I deal with all the time that if something was to ever happen, that I have to grapple with the decision of weighing the options of what I want to do and having to live with that decision, and then not doing nothing and having to live with that decision as well. So with that being said, no, I definitely don't believe in going this far as threatening a child, because this is hella extreme. But at the same time, I am sympathetic to her situation, because if you have been pleading, you know what I'm saying, and asking and nobody's doing anything, then you become enraged to the point, especially as a parent, to do something about it. But me, I feel like you're threatening the wrong person, because there are adults there who probably should be feeling the weight of your frustration a lot more than this child was. Now, that don't mean that I ain't gonna pop off to the kid either, because I definitely don't mind giving you a piece of my mind as well. But I do feel personally that, this is way out of bounds, especially the throat part. That gets you locked up in America. So shout out to her still being able to do her interview, because in America, you wouldn't have to do that from a jail cell. So kind of got to tone it back there.
All right. You done?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna tell you right now, I vehemently disagree with Raph.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I want my wife to have this kind of energy. I pray that she has this kind of energy. And I say that
it's a little far, but
No, look, y'all. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I think that those kind of thoughts are very real for young adults, for kids, teenagers, things of that nature. I think we live in a culture now that we kind of grew up in the internet age and social media age.
Yeah.
Just the beginnings of it. So I can only imagine what it's like for people in middle school, probably young high schoolers, to go through that. And if you're talking about something of years, let's just call that 2 to 3 for the sake of this argument, which is the minimum amount of years that would take, plural. And nothing has ceased to exist after that.
Yeah.
You know, you continue to do so. And then now you're saying that you want my child to self-harm themselves to where they would no longer be alive or be living. I would have to tell you right now that if, first off, what does it take for somebody to be bullied for 2 to 3 years? That is probably somebody that is very insecure. That is probably somebody who doesn't have very much confidence, and you don't know how much of a thread that person is hanging by mentally. And what I will say is that for the mom to have that kind of reaction, where my heart goes to immediately is she probably fears that there's probably a chance that her daughter could probably do something of that nature.
Of course.
And what she's going to do is meet extreme with extreme. And sometimes with situations, you have to do so.
Yeah.
Sometimes somebody pulls out a knife, you need to pull out a grenade. If they pull out a grenade, you need to pull out a bazooka. You got to meet the extreme with the extreme so they understand that conflict will go there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I will come to your school where you test, where you just think that you're safe, and you will not be safe. Because if my daughter does do that, I want you to understand you are not safe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm meeting you verbally.
I feel you.
Because then the next interaction could not be possibly verbally. You know what I'm saying? And I'm willing to do this. You know what I'm saying? So, and you brought up a good point about the parents, and this is where I want to touch on that subject. And this is where I disagree with you. For it to be years and for the mom to go to this extreme, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. I will do that. You know what I'm saying? Though we don't know the facts, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt that she has somehow either talked to the school about said situation, probably has somehow, whether directly to the parents or indirectly via the school, tried to get to the parents about things that were going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I find it very hard to believe that this is her first interaction with said student, and this is the first time that she did something of this nature. Okay,
she definitely is telling the truth that she's been telling.
So with that being said, if the parents ain't doing nothing about it, or the school isn't doing nothing about it, I'm just going to circumvent you. That means that now I have to take matters into my own hands. Because if my daughter does things with her own hands, and I no longer have a daughter to speak on, then at that point I will not be sitting on what if I should have went to the extreme and went to that classroom and spoke to her prior to that. So I have not, as a matter of fact, I applaud this woman. I don't know if we can start a GoFundMe or if there has been one. I'm not going to pay you, but please, world, I want y'all to find it and please pay this lady. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just lazy. I'm not going to do the work, but I want her to understand that I hope that she
Let's start a GoFundMe for it. Let's start the
I want her to
campaign.
understand there are people out here that love you for this and that applaud you for this. And I don't think that you should apologize. I think
that's where I have an issue.
I don't think you should apologize for what you did. That is actually reckless for you to apologize. I want this girl to see this and understand that when she goes to bed at night, which she probably was tormented, she probably felt that she was cool at the time because she around her peers and probably thought that she was like that. But I'm sure within a day or two passing, when she's sleeping in her bed or about to go to sleep, she's probably thinking like, yo, I'm also trending as the person who, you know what I'm saying, mom came here and like, what am I doing in my life? You know what I'm saying? She had to have some type of reflection point at some point because of what you did. So I applaud you because you woke up that child. You maybe have saved another child from being bullied who possibly could have done something to themselves because this person is such an asshole of a kid. You know what I'm saying? Or the parents may have realized like, yo, we need to maybe be more involved in our kid's life because these are the kind of reactions, this is the type of energy that's coming their way. You know what I'm saying? If we don't intervene in some type of way. So I applaud this mom. I love her for it. I think that she should continue that type of energy for her child. I hope that she gets the help that she may need to gain the confidence. And please put her some self-defense classes because it's okay to chop somebody in the neck for telling you to go do some things to yourself. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But I'll let you go ahead and continue.
Yeah, overall, I don't disagree. The reason why I say that to go to the child is because I'm a firm believer that like if I've talked to you once about it, you know what I'm saying, I expect for you to substantiate the claims. If I talk to you twice about it, then I'm going to seriously stress it to you. There is no third time where like the conversation isn't extreme at that point to the teachers and the principal.
Yeah, and this is it.
Like I'm saying, so like this situation never happens because the school understands by this point that like I want y'all to understand. To me, they're like, I know where you work. You get what I'm saying? Like, understand that my child is in your protection. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I can't threaten a child. You get what I'm saying? Like that child is in the classroom. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
And whatever.
That's
She
why I'm
dealing
applauding
with,
her, because she did go threaten the child. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
She
But
in the
I'm
classroom
saying
that you're not safe.
But this is where, to a certain extent, I'm not saying I fault the parents, but ain't no way we getting to 3 years, 2-3 years now.
Yeah, look, all right, look.
What are we talking about?
I get it, and I
Like-
think the mom, you know, and this is very difficult as a parent because I don't have any kids, but I can only imagine what it's like to be a parent and my child coming and telling me that they're being bullied at school, because you don't want to involve yourself because
And that's why I disagree.
No,
Listen,
hold on. I'm not saying that. I'm not
your child
saying,
wants to feel
No.
protected.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you use every moment, and I'm sure you do this. You would also do this as well. I don't know how you react, but I know the first thing you would think is, how can I utilize this as a teaching moment?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, you want to protect. You want to involve yourself, but then you then ask yourself, okay, can I instill in my child some tools that could be utilized as a teaching moment for her to be able to handle a situation on her own? Because you don't want to also coddle a situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To the point where like now the bullying could be even worse.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's a very sensitive situation you want to be in. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so I
hold
can
on. Before you go
ahead.
forward, all that would take place, and I'm still having these conversations with this.
For sure.
But I'm saying is that by the time I have the third one, threats will be made. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not walking back in here and talking to you about this.
Bro, I think that's
swear
what
to
you saw.
God.
I think that's what you saw.
It took her 3 years to get there. It wouldn't have took me 6 months, my nigga.
I got you.
You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
Nigga, like I need you to feel me. You understand what I'm saying?
I
Like
got you.
I am not going to talk to you about this again. And if I have to talk to you about this again, it will be nonverbal.
And look, and I think what you just said right
I
here.
swear to God.
I think what you just said right here. And here's the thing. Here's the reality. How your emotions right now is crazy because you're putting yourself in her shoes, right?
Yes.
Imagine like, okay, you know what? You're about to go to the school and talk to them about this, right?
Yeah.
Because you've had enough. It's been 6 months.
Yes.
But you've gotten there, and you know what? The emotions have now taken over. You know how sometimes you've gotten to a situation, you're like, I know I'm gonna say when I walk into this room.
Yeah.
And then you get there, it's like all that stuff that you just said that you was gonna do went out the window because you here now.
You just said it the fuck.
You know
Listen, what I'm saying is,
so I look.
Listen, I'm not faulting the lady. I wholeheartedly understand how she got to that point.
Bro, I'm
after 2 to 3 years, dog.
Hey, viewers, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was here last week. We did the pod. I'm leaving. I think there was something happened in Rav's baby girl's room. I think they maybe share a room. I don't know their living situation. I don't know, but something went off. I think they may have like some type of security.
We got a little
they got some
sound
type of
alarm
security
whenever they
or
leave the
whatever.
room.
Maybe like the door, like a motion. I don't know. But I'm just about to leave. Something goes off in the room, like there's a breach in security in the baby girl's room, and he has 2 daughters, right? Let me tell y'all what immediately happened within 3 seconds of that tone, that alarm or that tone going off that there's a breach into this room. Trisha's head came out. It wasn't that Trisha's head came around the corner. She looked like a lion. You know how a cat like skeet, like scrub, like just get down in the grass before they're about to attack, but they need to see what the fuck is going on. Trisha's head came around that corner and looked like business. I'm not gonna cap. Trish may have had something on her hip.
All business.
No bullshit. 'Cause I didn't see the rest of the body. I just saw the face, and it looked like some shit was about to go down. And I looked at Raph. I was like, "Hey,
nigga almost got sniped. He don't even know."
I immediately when I saw her, I didn't even know jokes. I didn't make no joke. To me, it was fight or flight, and I had to let her know. I'm not even in this room. I'm actually leaving. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's serious.
Dog, y'all think I'm joking? Y'all may really think I'm playing games.
It's serious.
I'm really not playing games. This happened within like 3 seconds.
Serious.
And I had to let her know, like, hey, I'm leaving. I didn't go into the room. I don't know what happened in that room. You know what I'm saying? I think that's literally what I said as it happened. I go, and Trish was like, okay, you're good. She probably put the gun down on the table so I wouldn't even see what was about to go down. You know what I'm saying?
Look.
So look. Look, in that situation, all I'm telling you is one thing I'll tell you, bro,
feel you.
and this is you as a man saying what you're saying. I'm gonna tell you right now, you show Trisha's video, she probably saying, "Oh yeah, she did the right thing."
See, while we talking about this, because I got another little story real quick. So back when back when Raylan was still going to the daycare. You know, kids play around, they horse playing, stuff like that, right? So one day, Trisha was up to pick up Raylan and Talia, and
she came back. She came back different the way that she was dropped off.
Listen, Raylan was in there. She was telling her, she was
This
like,
is not the same person I dropped off. Something's different.
listen, you know, they was talking. Whatchamacallit, Raylan tells Trish that this little boy spit on her. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like, and Trish immediately pulled up on little homie and was all like, "Hey, don't you be spitting on my..." Like the teacher had to come get Trish to pull her off of her. You know what I'm saying? To tell her like, "Hey, you can't be talking to a kid." She was all like, "Well, you need to tell him not to spit on my daughter." You know what I'm saying? So real life moment, shit happened. So that goes to show that, like, yes, this is probably my wife.
Imagine a girl telling her to go do you know. Get the y'all.
Listen.
I appreciate him speaking.
Listen.
Oh shit! What's the applause? Yeah, I appreciate you telling the truth up here, man.
Listen,
because all this lets me know is that, bro, mama bears don't play that shit.
Listen,
they're not playing that.
I get it. But
matter of fact,
listen,
you're right. 3 years is crazy because Trish would have probably. Bro, Trish would have probably put up on girl at the grocery store with her moms, bro.
We ain't talking after 3 years. We ain't talking after 6 months. All right. At this point,
it ain't even happening in 1 month. The first sign of bullying, Trish up there. Fuck the teacher, fuck the principal. Y'all should have caught it before I was told this.
We about that action. And then hopefully by this point, like, we hitting you with that legal action. You getting the lawsuit, like, sent to your
desk. Man. Y'all better start playing. Ain't no more talking. Let me tell you something. This stuff is real. What you don't want is to be at work one day and you find out, you get a phone call or you come home to something like crazy that you like, something that changes your life. And then what would it have been? Like, did you not meet extreme with extreme? You know, that's the first thing you're gonna tell yourself.
Yeah.
What could you have done differently? Should you have went up there and like beat up the kid yourself? Like,
I am guessing that more than likely that, especially with the amount of anger this mother has, is that she knows how real the situation is currently.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
That's what I got.
Okay, so I got you. So of course, in given the severity of the situation, this is totally within reason for anyone who loves their kid. But you, as a parent, when you sit back and you reflect that there are some things that should have taken place long before we got here.
That's probably what she's saying. And I'm sorry for going up there now. I should have went up there a year and a half ago.
That's
2 years ago.
I would have accepted that. You get what I'm saying? Because when she was all like, "This ain't the type of parent I am." No, but you should be this type of parent.
Yeah, but you know, the world is also,
should have been this to them niggas.
You know, but here's also the thing, and this is what 2025, right? You know, the world, the comments, social media, things change. When you go trending, bro, nowadays, everybody at your neck. You know what I'm saying? So I get where it's just like, all right, immediately, even if you felt like you was in the right, you know, you go real PC. So I get all that, but
unfortunately, because a lot of before we get about here, a lot of what you allude to a lot is, you know, instilling confidence and you know, getting them trained. And I agree 100%, right? That's one of the reasons why I even have Raylan in Taekwondo now.
Yeah, beat a girl ass.
Yeah, but some people just
Raylan,
listen.
Don't come tell Uncle Ugo a problem. I'm gonna tell you right now. What she say?
Hey,
tomorrow.
Listen.
Before she even says something, I want you to punch her right in the mouth.
I want you to swear to God. Listen, even if you get beat up, I promise you it's gonna work out in your favor.
You know what? When it happens, all you need to do, tell your dad you get one phone call. Call me. I'm gonna come and defend you. I got you.
Listen, ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Look, because whatever happened, if I'm praying, right, I'm praying my daughter ain't the bully. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn for sure. Because if you the bully now, we got problems. You get what I'm saying?
I'm about to whoop your ass.
I know you not out here bullying people. Fuck wrong with you.
Go give me that belt.
First off, you embarrassing me.
You know
what I'm saying? Like,
so you think you can whoop ass? No problem.
That's what's crazy to me. Like, these people be hearing that their kids be bullying people and then be acting like ain't nothing wrong. Like,
ain't nothing wrong, bro. So you big tough guy on the streets.
Oh, so
you Debo.
oh, you talking to people crazy?
Oh, okay.
All right.
Go give me that belt real quick. Go in my room.
So
and get
you
that
feeling
belt.
yourself.
Go give me that belt. Let me show you something.
Come holler at me real
I want
quick.
to see if you Debo.
Yeah, man. Long story short, man, is if you asking me, do I disagree with this woman's behavior? The political correctness side of me says
We're not
this.
here for political
But
correctness.
I am never
We're not
going.
politicians.
I am never going to fault a parent for
All right,
doing
there
the
you go.
absolute most to defend their child.
We
Now,
ain't politicians.
Listen, I'm just saying I'd have took a different route. Let me just say that I ain't going there. I ain't talking to that kid. Like that same anger, the teachers would have got because I guarantee you they'd have got on their ass. They'd have got on their shit.
I just don't put me in this situation. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I mean, truthfully, right, we really can't tell you.
because the reality is, bro, if I feel like my child is really like, you know what I'm saying, like
At that point?
bro,
Yeah.
bro, I'm telling you, I'm a snap.
But I'm
a
saying,
snap. Now, if I know my child is kind of like we just talking, they just like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like, oh, like fuck, he said da 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 da. Then I'm, you know, all right, we gonna start preparing
Yeah,
for this. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gonna get you in some training.
But-
Because before the year is up,
Yeah.
before this year is up, somebody getting their ass whooped. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
listen,
bro,
a good-
I'm not joking.
honestly, like a good not whooping, but like a good knock to the noggin, like just so you can get it out the way. Like, you know, most people just afraid of
Dog,
like,
that's
getting in
even
the fight.
if you get your ass whooped, it's cool.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like, a
but just
good
knowing that you
whooping
can
ain't-
strike somebody. Just knowing you can strike somebody
Yeah, 'cause
effectively does a lot to, like, I'm all about confidence, by the way.
will tell you
I'm gonna
that-
tell you this right now. I'm all about
Yeah,
confidence.
it's definitely nothing like hitting somebody in the mouth. It does make you feel
It feels
better.
good.
It does.
feels good.
And that's the unfortunate part.
Yeah.
Because like if we just
It
gonna
feels
keep it a
good.
buck, like, cause I don't condone bullying. But it is something about like
You say something disrespectful to me,
a motherfucker
or
that like
whatever,
deserve it.
dog.
It
Dog, the last time I put hands on something, I slapped the dog shit out of this dude, and because he stole my laptop and some money from me or whatever.
Oh.
This is in college.
Oh, wow.
And we were able to track it. He tried to like turn it into like this Apple place to delete everything on my laptop to try to like maybe resell it. And they got it on camera of him doing it. They literally showed me the camera footage, like, you know, this is the man that brought it in because I put it a report as lost and stolen on the Apple product.
Yeah.
So once it came up on my phone, I was like, oh shit, like,
Yeah,
the product has been found. So I went over to the location. I remember I went there with like a knife. I thought like I was pulling up to somebody. But this how y'all know. Don't let this shit happen to me. I just knew that my laptop
went
got
straight
stolen
to
from
violence.
Violence. This shit got stolen from my house, bro.
I know, I feel you though.
From my house.
Yeah.
I was like, somebody was in my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
I was ready. I was ready.
Yeah.
Police, like, you know what I'm saying? We ended up getting there. It was a play, we called the police. They, you know, showed us the camera footage. I was like, oh, that's my homie. He's like, oh, so he did steal this? You want to press charges? I said, yes, I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel
Buddy called me like an hour later. Like, hey man, like I was just trying to like clean it off for you. Da, da, da. You know, I guess he was with the police at the time. I was like, nah, man, you stole that shit.
Yeah.
And then I saw him at a basketball game like 2 months later. He had been dodging me.
Yeah.
Like 2 months later, we had a basketball game. After the basketball game, I just walked up to him in front of everybody. In front of everybody. I mean, I say everybody, hundreds of people.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, bro, did you try to steal my laptop from me, dog? He's like, nah, man, I didn't. And I just stared at him after I slapped him.
I feel that shit.
Just stared at him after, and
feel
his
that
face went white, lips went white, like he went chapped, and he just looked at me.
Chap that boy up.
People were looking at me.
Chap that boy
People were
up.
looking at me, and I'm just looking at him. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you saw my laptop, and he just turned around and walked away.
Chap that boy up.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I left. That was the last time I chose violence, and it went through. You know what I'm saying? And it felt amazing.
Yeah.
It felt good.
Yes, dog. Listen, I told you I'm a vengeful person. I mean,
So
like, I don't
look.
condone it, but like those of you that like can't live with, you know what I'm saying, certain decisions. Listen, I'm just saying I'm the type of person where I mellow down, but there, like, once you cross that threshold of where like I have to act, like I'm getting
Look,
my
I'm gonna
lick
tell my
back.
baby girl, look,
Get my
tell
lick back.
my baby boy and my baby girl, hey, tell that person that told you that you got a daddy that has a set of skills. And if that were to ever happen, he's coming after you.
And one of them skills is crazy.
He's coming after you. Tell that person he's coming after you, and he's told me to tell you
Yeah.
that we will meet each other in the
Yeah,
afterlife.
and go tell your daddy, your mama, your uncle, your cousins, anybody that like want it. You know what I'm saying? That like, hey, we can talk
that
about
we
it.
will meet each other. Just want you to know. I
Yeah.
know what you told me, and I'll do that if you want me to. But my dad wanted me to also tell you that we gonna be. We're not friends here.
Yeah.
We're not friends on Earth, but we're gonna be friends in the afterlife.
Understand that
we will be friends in the afterlife.
If I leave, you leave. Okay.
This is a two-person ticket.
It's a mutual relationship.
This is a two-person ticket. If I punch out,
two for
you
one.
punch out.
Yeah.
Just know that.
2 for 1. Guaranteed or your money back. Okay.
As a matter of fact, he wanted me to tell you just in case.
Yeah.
You might have other family members that might punch out.
Yeah.
It might be a family. It might be a family occasion.
You have a better chance of winning the lottery than that not occurring. Okay, like I need you to understand the situation that you are in.
My dad told me to tell you that we're partners. So if I'm gone, you're gone.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. He said you might as well clock out with me. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and pull up, clock out with me.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
choose the right one.
I would recommend you chill from this point forward. Okay. Well, with that being said, man, we done kept y'all long enough, man. If you made it this far, we appreciate y'all for kicking it with us. Make sure you like,
comment,
and subscribe. And as always, man, make sure you tell your mama, brother, sister, cousin, bully,
and your teachers,
crazy and deranged parent that needed to pop off on somebody. And as always, till next time, we out.